Okay, so there is a need to make some sort of romantic gesture on your part. This person you might be dealing with, it might be your true love. It might be somebody that you are very much in love with, and it might be the one. You're going through a lot of anxiety and stress over things, and I think that is quite unnecessary right now. So in the past, you've got forgiveness is necessary and reconciliation and forgiveness. So forgiveness coming up twice. So that might be dealing with somebody that you do need to forgive and forget whatever happened in order for you to move and transform. There's unfounded jealousy and overreacting. So watch out for that. If a situation comes up that you don't understand, you need to question it, look at it carefully before you go around overreacting or being jealous about it. It might be something completely innocent. And this might be the true love, the person that you are supposed to be with, but, try not to mess it up by overreacting or having jealousy that really, it says unfounded jealousy. So it's something that really shouldn't be happening. You should question things before you overreact to it. So try to keep the jealousy in check there. So the general energy is the Six of Coins. That is showing you are, maybe you have a good friend that you are sharing a lot of your information or your things about yourself with. This might be somebody at work because it is a coins card. Six of Coins is generally about sharing. So you might be sharing a lot of information with somebody that you have befriended at work, and telling them a lot about yourself. Getting a lot of information from them as well about how to handle situations, because you can see information going back and forth between these two women. So having a lot of discussions with a really good friend, and it is somebody maybe that you work with. So what's going on with you? You are tending to feel a bit restricted. If you're in a relationship, you might be feeling a bit restricted within the relationship. Maybe you feel like you're being dominated within that relationship and you're not being allowed to express how you truly feel. You want to show what's really going on within you, but you're being prevented from doing that. Maybe this person is a bit on the domineering side and not allowing you to come forth and show exactly how you're feeling. So, you are being, you feel like you're being held in a little bit of a cage. Now you've got the Star card that's crossing it, that's showing that you're trying to find, you've got a lot of hope for this relationship. You're trying to find direction as well. And also you want to be able to socialize a lot more. And maybe this person that you're with is not allowing you to socialize as much as you want to socialize. Maybe they're putting restrictions on you. Maybe they're the ones that are a bit jealous and not allowing you to express yourself. And yet you do want that freedom. You want that chance to be able to go out there and speak to people whom you want to speak to without anybody telling you what to do. So in the past, you've got the Nine of Candlesticks. You've been, doing things almost in a kind of sneaky manner, if you like, with this. You can see this one with the candlestick and going over there. So maybe because this person has been so dominating where they're not allowing you or they get jealous very quickly, you're doing things without letting them know that you're doing it, almost doing things behind their back so that they don't find out, that you're, maybe making friends or you're talking to people a lot or you're socializing a lot more. So you're trying to do things without them finding out. And doing things in the quiet so that nobody actually comes to know. So you're trying to keep all of it, under your hat, if you like. So you're trying not to let anybody become aware of what's going on. And you might be communicating with somebody secretly and not letting the person whom you're going out with know about it. So you are watching your back and you're doing things almost quietly without letting them know. So you yourself are, in the last 3 months, coming across as the Nine of Coins, which is somebody who is very financially independent, somebody who is, made their mark in their work. You've reached the top of your career. You're earning pretty well, pretty independent. You manage to buy the things that you want, and you've got the comfort that you need because you've worked very, very hard for it. So what's in your mind is, it does look like you want to socialize a lot more, make a lot more friends, have a lot more of a relationship with people outside of your current relationship that you're in. You're trying to befriend a lot more people, and you are sharing a lot more of what you're doing with people outside of the relationship, and that's helping you heal from anything, or it's helping you deal with situations on a daily basis. So going into the future, you've got the Lady of Teacups. You might be feeling, this is a person who's very emotionally secure, and this is the card for Scorpio, because it's the Queen of Cups, really. And you are looking at this relationship quite objectively to see whether it is providing you with what you need in your life. And you've been sitting and thinking about it quite a lot, and making plans for the future. You can see she's looking out into the future as well, making plans for the future. The Queen of Cups also tends to be a little bit on the depressed side, so you could be feeling a bit miserable about being in this relationship. Maybe you are feeling very restricted by the person that you are with at this particular moment. You do want to get out there, but they are keeping you sort of hidden away. They don't want you to actually socialize that much more. And, this is depressing you a lot. And you're ending up spending a lot of time by yourself because of this. And this is not what you want. You do want to get out there and socialize, or you want to get out there and make friends. It seems like there are two cards here that you want to make friends. She's extending a hand of friendship over there, and here sharing with people in a work kind of situation. So you're trying to get a lot more friends, or people that you can communicate with on that kind of level. You're trying to bring that into your life. So what's going on with you? You're doing a lot of self-reflection. You've got the Maiden of Candlesticks over. You can see this woman looking at herself in the mirror and seeing, what is wrong with her life. And you are doing a lot more self-reflection. Here again, you can see she's sitting outside of the mirror without anybody next to her, but in the mirror you've got a reflection of another woman's face there. So you are looking for friends. You are looking to bring that into your life, that social aspect of it. And you are giving yourself, you want that fun back. This woman, she wants to get out there and have a good time, and be herself, and you're not being allowed to do that because you're spending a lot more time by yourself because you're not being allowed to go out there and spend time with friends. So what's going on around you is that something new is coming in, a new cycle coming in with the Ace of Teacups. So you're moving on to a phase where you're looking at things very differently. It's almost like you're growing up, if you like, and you're almost outgrowing this particular relationship that you're in at this moment, and you want to move on to a new cycle. It seems like you do want to move away from it. You want to move to the future, and you want to move to something else. That's what's your hopes and fears. You've got the Eight of Quills over here, and here he's walking away from something. So it looks like you want to walk away from this relationship. Whatever's not serving you in this relationship, you want to walk away from it and move on to something different, to something better. So you've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Coins, and the Knight of Teacups coming in. So with the Wheel of Fortune, it seems like things are going to change. It seems like the cycle has come to an end. It seems like you have naturally outgrown this person that you are with. Maybe they are too restricting. And it seems like with the wheel, there is some occasion coming on where you will be going out and socializing a lot more. But things change, and things change for the better, and you will be meeting a lot more people. So since we're going into a season of Christmas, or the party season, as they say, it might be a chance where you will be meeting a lot more people and socializing a lot more. And that comes in with the wheel, and things are going to change. The cycle that you're in of isolation or being restricted from going out and having a good time, that seems like it's going to be coming to an end, and you will be meeting a lot more people. It seems like somebody else also comes into your arena. It's the Knight of Coins. So this person might be somebody that you meet on the social event, and this is somebody from work. And this person is very stable. They're hardworking. They might be coming across as being a little bit on the boring side. They might be an earth sign person. So that could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo person that you meet. And it looks like you might be starting off something with this person. And you've got the Knight of Teacups over here. So it looks like, if this is the case, then, and this is what you're coming across as the Knight of Teacups, it looks like you're going to be moving away from that old emotional situation and moving into the future. With the Knight of Teacups, there's a lot of emotional change that comes along. So maybe this person who is the Knight of Coins brings in is also coming across as being the Knight of Teacups, where they are very emotionally supportive. They're somebody that is almost like a knight in shining armor for you. Where they allow you to express yourself and they give you that emotional well-being that you want. So there looks like there may be two people that you encounter here after the Wheel of Fortune comes in, where you meet. There might be two people that you meet up afterwards, one being the Knight of Coins and the Knight of Teacups. So the Knight of Teacups being somebody who's very emotional, who's also maybe a water sign person like you are, or it might be an earth sign person. So there could be two people, both of them being very proactive people. The Knight of Coins being a much slower moving person, much hardworking, whereas the Knight of Teacups being more emotionally satisfying, somebody that you can rely on. So you might be faced with a situation where there are two people, suitors that come into your life, one being very emotional, being a water sign, and the other one being an earth sign, much more stable, much more slower moving, and both of them coming in. The Knight of Teacups is on a horse itself, so you can see this person might be into fast cars. They might like, they might like the good things in life, going out and partying, whereas the Knight of Coins might be a more conservative person who's more worried about the financial situation. So you might be encountering two people, and this might be people that you meet at this particular party. So you might be faced with a choice. You can see there's a meeting going on here. So you might be faced with a choice. There are two men in this particular card of the wheel, and they could be these two men here, the Knight of Coins and the Knight of Teacups. These are the two, and you can see this woman's extending a hand out, probably to both of them as well. So it might well be the case. You might have a friend introduction to two people, and you might end up having to make a choice between the two people and what you want to do in this particular relationship. So it seems like this old relationship is coming to an end. You're having a review of your situation, deciding what you want to do for the future. And it looks like there might be two people that are coming in for you over here. One being an earth sign, one being a water sign. And you might meet them at some sort of party that has been some sort of social event that you go to. It might be work related as well. Okay, so you've got the New Beginnings card, and this says starting a new life, finding your purpose, forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So it looks like you are putting the past to rest and you are going to be moving on to a new phase in your life. So it seems like whatever relationship you are is not serving you. You might have been feeling very restricted and tied up in it, and now you are going to be moving out of that kind of situation. You've got the King of Gabriel, which says keep your eyes on the big picture and leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success, genuine concern for others. And so this might be the person that's coming in, which is the King of Gabriel, and it's a very generous, inspirational, dramatic person that's coming in. So this person that you're going to meet is going to seem very exciting compared to what you have been in, and so you might be considered you might consider actually getting involved with this person. And the last one is the Three of Raphael, which says reasons to celebrate a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. So the Three of Raphael is like the Three of Cups. So there is a get-together or gathering that you are going to be attending. So some sort of party situation, some sort of social event. And that you can see is apparent in this Wheel of Fortune card. There's some sort of meeting over there. And then you get to meet these two people. So two people presenting themselves to you at this particular social gathering. So there is some social gathering coming on, and you are going to be celebrating something. So with the party season coming in, it looks like you will be attending a lot more parties and socializing a lot more. And you will, you do want to get out there and you want to let your hair down, it seems. You can see she's letting her hair down here. So that seems like what you want to do. And, you're tired of sitting. I think you're probably tired of sitting down and having a good think about things and sobbing over things. You want to move away. And that you can see you do want to move away with the Six of Quills. So you want to leave that old cycle behind and move off. And anything that is not serving you, it seems like you're putting it to rest in the past. And you're going to move forward. And there is a card of new beginning, so something brand new coming in for you. So new cycle beginning for you, and even apparent in the Ace of Cups that is here, a new emotional cycle for you, and it looks like you will be meeting a lot more people and having a lot more fun in the next few months to come.